Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Welcome to another lecture, and in today's class we are going to another grammar topic, which is transitive and intransitive. Now before we get into the details about the meaning of transitive and intransitive, let us very quickly revise what are verbs. So we know that verbs are the action words which are followed by the subject in a sentence. So, verb is an action word, a word with the help of which you can get to know what action is being done by the subject in the sentence. That is a verb. Now, verbs are of two types, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Let us first talk about the transitive verbs. Now, what are the transitive verbs? Transitive verbs express an action directed towards a person, a place, a thing, or an. So, a transitive verb is, it expresses an action. We know since we are talking about a verb, so the action word is always going to follow. So, transitive verbs express an action directed towards a person. So, those actions which are directed, which focus on a person, a place, a thing or an idea. So, basically it focuses on the noun. Right? Second, the action passes from the doer to the receiver of action. So, whatever is the action that we are talking about, it will always pass from the doer, that is the subject, to the receiver of the action, that is the object. These transitive verbs always have a direct object. So, a transitive verb will always have a direct object. And the most important thing to be kept in mind, transitive verbs can only be the action words and never the link. So, the linking words is, am, are, was, were, do, does, have, has, had, these verbs are never ever considered to be transitive in nature. Only the action words, the proper, verb that we are talking about, that is going to be considered as transitive. And like I told you, they always have a direct object. Now, here is a tip that will help you to identify whether the sentence is transitive or not. Whenever you are given with a sentence, in the place of the object, put two questions. What and if you are getting the answer to these questions, your sentence is transitive in nature, and if not, then it is intransitive. For example, the kids pickles. What is my subject in the sentence? What is my verb? What is my object? Pickles. Now, if I have to decide whether this verb, which is like, is transitive or is intransitive in nature, what are the two things that I have to keep in mind? A, it will have a direct object. There will always be an object next to the verb. Second, if you ask the question what, you will get the answer. So the kids like what? Like pickles. So I have an answer. It's a transitive verb. I give you another example. We celebrated our success. Is my subject? Subject. What is my verb? Celebrate. What is my object? Our success. So verb has a direct object. Transitive. Ask the question. We celebrated what? We celebrated our success. I am getting the answer. Is transitive in nature. If I give you another example, the child greeted the visitors. What is my subject? Verb, greeted, object, the visitors. So the verb has a direct object. He asked the question. The child greeted what? The child greeted who? Visitors. I have an answer to who. If not what? A transitive verb. Another example. The students play football. What is my subject? Verb, play. Object is football. Verb has a direct object. The students play what? The students play football. Transitive. Another example if I give you. The children are playing quiet. What is my subject? What is my verb? What is my object? Verb has a direct object. And second, if we ask the question, the children are playing what? Children are playing carom. So it is a. So what are we talking about when we mention transitive verbs? The transitive verb will always talk about an action which is being done by the subject. Your subject can be any noun, it can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing, it can be an idea. Second, transitive verbs will always have a direct object. So the verb will always be followed by an object. Third, transitive verbs are always proper action words. And the linking words like is, am, are, do, does, have, has, such linking words are never considered as. And the most important thing that I taught you, in order to identify whether the sentence is transitive or intransitive in nature, always put the question what and who in place of your object. If you get the answer, it is transitive, and if you don't, then it is. So the next one is intransitive verbs. What are the intransitive verbs? Express an action or tell something about subject without taking an object. So, the major difference between transitive and intransitive verb will tell you about the subject, but it will not have a direct object next. Next, an intransitive verb may either be an action word or a link. So, where transitive verbs can only be action verbs, the intransitive verbs can be both action words as well as the linking words. And the most important difference between them, these verbs will never have a direct object. For example, the plane landed smoothly. What is my subject? What is my verb? Landed. Do I have an object here? I am just telling you the manner in which the plane landed. So, there is no object in this sentence, which is intransitive. If I give you another example, they jumped. Energetic. My subject is they. My verb is jumped, and I do not have an object again. The shop closed at 1 p.m. Shops is my subject, close is my verb, and there is no object which is connected with the verb. Is intransitive. If I give you another example, the bridge ran over the hill. What is my subject? Subject is bridge. Ran is my verb, and again I have no object which is directly associated with the verb, so it is intransitive. If I give you another example, the girl is crying. What is my subject? What is my verb? Is crying. I have no object in this sentence, so this is again intransitive. So, my dear students, what did we learn? We learned about the difference between transitive and intransitive. Transitive verbs are those that will always have a direct object, whereas intransitive verbs will never have a direct object. Transitive verbs will always be action words. Linking words are never considered as transitive, while intransitive verbs can be either action words or linking words. And the most important difference is we ask the question what and who. In case of transitive, get the answer. The answer is transitive verbs, and no such thing is available for the intransitive. So I hope, my dear students, this topic is very much clear with you.